This is another in a series of Rabbi Reflects on the News, number 6. There are several items in today's newspaper that I thought worthy of comment. The first is about the chimpanzee who revolutionized our understanding of the ability of primates to learn because he knew about 100 words in sign language. And what struck me is, first of all, in adapting to the Torah portion with Rebecca about how we should be kind to animals. And clearly animals have a certain level of intelligence. The Torah commands us not to be harmful, tsar balei chayim, to animals. And Rebecca at the well and her kindness to the camels of Eliezer and the Torah portion of Chayei Sarah remind us of the importance of animals. But even larger, I'm bewildered by the fanatics of Christianity and Judaism, some of whom failed to accept that we evolved from primates. They make fun of that. But there's no problem in science saying we evolved from primates and still believing in God as creator. That's just a ridiculous position they take, contrary to science and contrary to reason, which just there's no reason to go there. Second story, the kosher living story. Article about Israel now adapting in the marketplace to ultra-Orthodox. And what saddened me, and it's interesting if they have cell phones where you can't get on the internet because they don't want people to be exposed to certain things. Okay, that's their prerogative. What saddened me, though, was the excesses they go to. For example, beating up a female soldier because she wouldn't go to the back of the bus because the men wanted to have no women around them, or torturing a pizza store owner, even though he was Orthodox. He wasn't Orthodox enough in their neighborhood, and the rabbi told him he might be killed. Or the fact that the majority of these fanatic men don't work, and so their families live in poverty. Just a sad indictment of orthodoxy, of ultra-Orthodoxy. And then the story today about the guy who bombed Hiroshima died. And it said that, the article said that Einstein said he made one big mistake in his life and was recommending the atom bomb. But the article said that this man never lost a night's sleep. He knew it had to be done, even though it killed a lot of Japanese. It saved probably 1 million American servicemen who would have been killed invading Japan. They warned Japan. Japan didn't listen, and they dropped these atomic bombs. And it was meaningful to me because in the same newspaper they had another story about the UN once again sanctioning Iran. And it's clear to everybody that Iran wants to develop nuclear weapons, even though they pretend they don't. They deny the Holocaust, but then they say they basically want to destroy Israel, and they will have the capacity to do that with nuclear bombs. And they have missiles which will soon reach the United States. And so we may have a very difficult decision to make about that soon. Not me, but the state of Israel and the United States. And finally, the story about the Warsaw Ghetto, a skyscraper being built with renewed Jewish activities, synagogue and restaurant, kosher restaurants. And in line with the idea that the biggest synagogue in Berlin reopened a couple months ago, these two stories of the symbols of the destruction of the Jews in the Holocaust show an example of rebirth. And so some really interesting stories on the day in which the Balfour Declaration had its 90th anniversary, when the British Empire went on record for supporting a Jewish state in Palestine.